Hi, welcome back. I'm in Zeeland, Michigan at Wolters Gardens for a Proven Winners media event, and I want to show you all the new plants coming out next season. This one is a Chinese Fringe flower, and it's called Jazz Hands Variegated, and I love the foliage on this. Look how pretty that is. And this one is zone 7B to 9, so I can stretch it maybe and grow it in 10B where I am. This hydrangea is called Powerball, and look at that. Big, super sturdy. It's called Powerball, and let's see the size. Its hardiness is zones 3 through 8. It gets 3 to 6 feet tall and wide, and it's supposed to be a reliable bloomer. Look at that. Oops, I'm over here. And then look at how good that is. So these are so cute. These are the shrubs. Star Blast Fawn. And look at the flower. So pretty. It's a Rose of Sharon. This will get really big and really tall. It's just this cute teeny plant. But this is a 8 to 12 feet tall and 5 to 8 feet wide. So you need a decent amount of space for this one. So instead of just regular Limelight, there's Limelight Prime. And this one is supposed to be a better performer than Limelight. It is zones 3 through 8, 4 to 6 feet tall and 4 to 5 feet wide. So it's not in bloom right now, so you have to rely on that photo. This is the small version. It's Fairy Trail Bride. And zone 6 through 9. And you can see how cute the flowers are. It's a trailing hydrangea. It's called Cascade Hydrangea, actually. Now, I'm gonna try to lift this. It's a really big one. Grab this one. Okay, this is how big this guy is. Look at So this one is called Let's Dance Sky View. You can see right there. And it's zones 4 through 9, 2 to 3 feet tall and 2 to 4 feet wide. So this is kind of almost the final size right here. I love this because it's so full and flowerful, but if I'm gonna grow this in my area, I would definitely put this in a part sun, part shade under a patio, so it does get some reprieve from the afternoon sun. And then this one, it's called Let's Dance. Let's Dance Lovable. 5 to 9 in the zones. Look at the color on that. So pretty. This I'm absolutely in love with.
This one is the color one.
It's called Beyond Midnight. It's a Bluebeard. 2 to 2.5 feet tall and wide. So this feels like kind of where it's gonna end up, maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit fuller, but I love the blue. It's hard to see, the lighting is early morning right now. Quick Fire Fab, and it's white and green. Oh, there's one more hydrangea over there I need to show you, but this is Quick Fire Fab. It's a panicle hydrangea. This is zones 3 through 8, 6 to 8 feet tall and 5 to 6 feet wide. I don't exactly have a spot for this, but as it matures, it turns into this pink. There's even this color as it matures. And then over on this side, I'm not gonna lift it because it's a little big. You're good. This one is Invincibelle Sublime. So this, you can't see, it's too sunny. So this one is Invincibelle Sublime. You can see how small the little florets are. It's so pretty. This is an Ethereum, and this is in part shade. But look at the leaves on it. It's green with a little bit of purple tinge. Super pretty. They have so many pretty heucheras. This one is Dolce Sultry Night. I'm really loving the dark foliage. It's definitely big in the garden trends right now to be doing a lot of dark foliage into the landscape. And then over here, Delphinium is always super pretty. You can see right here, And then this is an Allium, and it's called Serendipity, and it does smell like onion. Hi.
Hey.
You want to say hi, Matthew? This is Matthew, Southerner's Garden.
Yes. Southwest Ohio.
Yep. Zone
6. So
okay.
Way different.
And then, what are you seeing that you are like must add to my garden this year?
Walters has a lot of nice new perennials coming out, including a new Rudbeckia that I'm really excited about called Treasure Trove, which I don't know that we have it right here, but
it's over.
It's supposed to be released next year. So
there you go. All right, go see Matthew. And then here's Panat.
Hi.
Panat, what are you adding?
Spirea.
Which one? Let's see it. And that, what's that one called? Double play Dolly.
Yes.
Why do you like it?
It's going to be very compact.
Okay.
About 2 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty good. And the flower is purple.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. And where are you?
I'm in Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
Zone 6B, 7A.
Yep.
So yeah, we will grow this with the roses. So they're going to look very nice.
Oh, are you going to grow it like, kind of like ground cover? Or no? Like
No,
just down below?
Yeah.
Like a border hedge?
Play with the salvias and all that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nice.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then where did they find you?
The Bloom Conservatory of Panat.
There you go. He has the best flowers. Here are the agaves. I'll have them in another video because there's so many of them in the actual landscape. This is actually just the display of the new plants in the containers, what you would see at a retail location near you, independent garden centers. And then look at these, they're so pretty. I don't really have a shade garden, but these hostas look fantastic. I love the variegation. And then over here, the phlox. So pretty. So these are like the perennials of the year display. And then over here, that's the other side of it. And I'm always gonna love Agastache. So I always ask, do you call it Agastache or Agastache? Because I've even heard Agastache, but this one right here is meant to be Queen Nectarine, and I saw this in the landscape in the test garden, display garden, and it's just so pretty. I love the color, smells good as part of the mint family, and look at, even the leaves are really pretty and green. Now this, see the size, 30 to 36 inches, zones 5 through 9. I grow this in 10, and it does really, really well still. So you can see how big it is. Oop. It's gonna play really nicely with my roses. I'm really excited to add this one. And then I'm actually really excited for a good coneflower, because look at how pretty these are. The color, it's kind of hard to see, but this is I would say it's like a fuchsia, it's kind of like an orangey color, and yep, it's called Knockem Red. So it's not quite red like a crimson, but it is definitely in the red family, and it's an Echinacea. And this is about the size it's gonna be, and let me tell you the zones for this. This is zones 4 through 8, so it does get hardy for those of you in cooler climates than me, but yeah, I really like this one. And what's cool, I can't show it to you on this particular plant because it still has all its petals, but when Echinacea is done, this center, it looks like a little pincushion. It stays nice and hard, and it stays on the plant, so it looks like you have a lot of pincushion still when the plant is starting to mature. So you have the bud stage is really pretty, then the flower stage, and then when the flower has wilted, the seed head is still really, really pretty. And then on this side, this one's called Prairie Princess. Look how pretty. Here's a bigger one. You can see the flowers are purple, if you can barely see me through it. But this one is Prairie Princess. It's a Vernonia, and it's gonna get big, I think. Let's see how big it gets. It's zones 4 through 9. It's not that big. It's actually only 2.5 to 3 feet, so maybe double this size. But I like that even though it's big, it's wispy, so it's not like a solid wall when you put it into your landscape. And then this one right here, this color is almost a periwinkle blue. I'm gonna try to show it to you and bring it over here so you can see it better. This one is called Stochisia, and it is riptide. Flower is not as open because at night they do close a little, and then as there's more sun, it's gonna open up. It's this really pretty periwinkle color. Okay, and then here, this is called Prom Dress, and it's so pretty. Look at underneath that purple, and yeah, it's a heuchera. Great in the shade where we live in 10B. That's some of the shrubs and perennials, and then let me show you some of the annuals that are coming out. This is a Scaevola, and I just really like how Scaevola looks. It's really pretty. Everyone's grabbing breakfast. Hopefully you can still hear me. But this is Laguna Lobelia in this color. It's so pretty, really great for spring. And I would love to grow this almost like a low ground cover and just let it spread. Now it is 8 to 12 inches. This one is called Supertunia Mini Vista. Petunias do well in Southern California, but you do have to be a little careful. You get a lot of budworm. And then this is called Pink Cloud, and it's short. It's pretty compact. It's 6 to 12 inches, so it's not gonna get too big. These two are really interesting. This is Sweet Potato Vine, and this one is called Shadow Storm. You can see it's really pretty. It's got the green and the purple, and then this one's called Medusa. I love the shape of the leaves. I like how you can see the light through it, but these will spread. Very vigorous. And if you put it in the ground, it might be a little hard to tame, so you might want to put some edging in or in a pot situation. But these are really pretty in containers. They'll cascade down the sides. If you like orange and red, this one's a really good one. I don't have the name is Campfire, Red Ember. It's a Bidens. See, it's really cute. And this one is a Phlox. Small flowers, really cute. And this one is an Agastache. This one's gold. So pretty. Okay, so we need to wrap it up and do our learning session. But this one is called Raise for Days. It's a yellow Heliopsis. And it's really bright. And it's so cute. And it just makes you want to smile when it's this bright yellow. That's it for the new releases. I hope that was helpful to see what plants are coming out in the next season. You can see that they're in various sizes. They have the quart, the 1 gallon, 3 gallon, and even some 5 gallons, depending on which plants you want. It's really nice to see how well taken care of these plants are, and make sure you watch the other videos where I take you behind the scenes inside Walters to see the amount of care and the standards for the quality of the plants. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.